Michael Rupersberg. I'm an attorney with Blassingame, Birch, Garrard, and Ashley. I handle personal injury and wrongful death cases. We recently resolved a wrongful death case against the Georgia Department of Transportation for $1,400,000. The settlement included $1 million for the full value of the life of the deceased, which is the maximum allowed by state law. Our client was 39 years old. She was married, a mother of 3 children, and she worked as a nurse. It was April 3rd, 2019. She was driving on Highway 138 on her way to Conyers. There was a car coming the opposite direction. Its right wheels dropped off onto a low shoulder. The low shoulder was 7 to 8 inches. Because of that low shoulder, the car could not safely get back onto the road. When it did, the car overcorrected. It crossed into oncoming traffic. It crashed into our client's car. Unfortunately, she did not survive the wreck. The technical term for a low shoulder is an edge of pavement drop-off. GDOT considers any edge of pavement drop-off greater than 2 inches unsafe, but this one was 7 to 8 inches. GDOT policy is to repair edge of pavement drop-offs as soon as possible after they are discovered. The GDOT maintenance foreman is supposed to inspect each road for edge of pavement drop-offs at least once a month. And GDOT workers are trained to look for edge of pavement drop-offs and report them when they find them. We requested work orders and inspection records for this section of Highway 138. They showed that GDOT workers had worked on this stretch of road at least 12 times in the 4 months before the wreck. So they easily could have found and repaired this edge of pavement drop-off. The turning point in this case came when we found a Facebook comment by a witness on a news article about the wreck. We spoke with the witness. She had reported this low shoulder to GDOT the day before the wreck. She still had the email where she reported it to them. She and her husband both testified that the low shoulder had been like that at least several months and that it should have been fixed. We showed that complaint to the GDOT maintenance foreman. The maintenance foreman admitted that they should have repaired the edge of pavement drop-off the same day they got the complaint, and that it only would have taken an hour to do so. If you are alleging that GDOT did not properly construct, inspect, or maintain a road, you have to include an affidavit from an engineer explaining why they did not do so. In a personal injury case, the State Tort Claims Act limits your recovery to $1 million. But in a wrongful death case, the recovery is increased to $2 million. $1 million for the full value of the life of the deceased, and $1 million for the deceased medical bills and pain and suffering. GDOT agreed to settle this case for $1,300,000. We also secured a $100,000 policy limit settlement from the other driver's insurance company. This was a total settlement of $1,400,000. No amount of compensation is ever going to make up for this family's loss, but we are glad that we could help them secure this result.